Hey guys, I wanted to make a part 2 video about young Pharaoh's vegan deterioration and some other things that I'm also as well noticing. So here I have another picture, these pictures that I put together showing before and after of the vegan diet of what's really going on here. And as you can see, you can really see a loss of muscle. And I'm noticing that in this picture here, the first picture, you can see that young Pharaoh, he has some muscle. His arms are pretty toned. They look pretty full. But as you can see in the next picture, you can see that his muscles are beginning to waste away. You can see a slow loss of muscle. You could definitely see the breakouts on his forehead. That's definitely from, as I said, once again, the high sugar, high carbs, grains, all the fruit and sugars on a vegan diet. And you can really see with the muscle, you can really see a change that the muscle in the first picture compared to this picture next to it, you can see that the arm has shrunk. And that's due to muscle wasting, because when you think that you're going to get protein from vegetables, which only have 2 grams of protein, and you're not getting real protein from meat, that's what starts to begin to happen is you begin to lose your muscle. Your muscles get small. You're not getting the testosterone. You're not getting the testosterone you need. You're not getting the vitamin D. You're not getting the things that you need. And it really has a devastating effect. And you can see that on his muscles. I'm noticing also that in this picture, you can see in the first picture, he had some muscle tone. It looked like in the photo, like under his shirt, you can see the muscle tone, that it was toned and stuff. And then you can see in the picture next to it that the muscle tone that was there is suddenly disappearing and beginning to shrink. And this is what happens with years of veganism, is that your muscles begin to waste away because you need protein. Protein is the building blocks of muscles, and without it, your muscles are going to shrink. Here you can see also his arms are looking smaller. He's looking pale. He's looking anemic. He's really malnourished out of vitamins and minerals, because when you're eating this vegan diet, you're getting all of these phytates, oxalates, nightshades, all these different kinds of things which are sucking the minerals out of your body. You may be thinking that you're getting 50% iron from spinach, but most of that is tied up in oxalates. So basically you're getting like 0 of it, as well as with the grains. Same thing. You may be thinking, oh, I'm getting all this protein and all this stuff from these grains and iron and all these different vitamins, but it's really sucking the nutrients out of your body. And you can see that here. And you can see that all the sugar, the effects that it's having on his skin are just really, really devastating, just like it did with me on the vegan diet. And, protein is one of the most important things.
Alright, y'all, so this is day 1 back in the gym since my last fight because my leg was hurting. It wasn't really my bone, it was my muscle. Felt that with fluid. I don't know what was going on up in there. I think I just got a bruised muscle or something. Now,
so let's talk about why this is happening to young Pharaoh's leg. This is happening to young Pharaoh's leg because one of the side effects of not having enough protein is fluid retention. And this is exactly what happens. This is exactly why vegans get bloated. This is why they get swelling. This is why they get all kind of different fluid retention, because you are so deficient in protein. You need protein, definitely, and you're not going to get it from vegetables. That's for damn sure. You ain't going to get it from vegetables. Now, let's look in these foreign countries. People end up getting something called KWASHIKOR. That's what you are on the path to. That's basically one of the symptoms that you are dealing with. One of the symptoms is massive edema in the legs. What happens is your legs begin to swell up. The KWASHIKOR is definitely a side effect of what happens on a vegan diet. And this is why vegans end up getting such a bloated stomach. Because when I did veganism, when I tried it, I looked like I was 9 months pregnant. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm eating all these vegetables and my stomach is getting all big and stuff. And it's like I'm having all these symptoms, all this low protein symptoms. I didn't know what was going on and all that. So that's a side effect of KWASHIKOR. That's what you are dealing with, because you are not getting the adequate protein that you need. And this is why in countries of people starving, they got this disorder, because they're not getting the protein that they need, because they're having to eat grains.
I know what you're thinking if you're a meat eater and you're watching this, right? Oh my God. Well, where am I supposed to get my protein from? You don't get protein from meat. That's one of the biggest lies you've ever been told. Now, you get protein from nitrogen, which is in the atmosphere. You technically don't even get it from plants, okay? And so, boom, let's go into this. How do you get protein? If you think you get it from animals, I'm going to tell you why you don't. The animals get it straight from the plant. So you're getting watered down secondhand version of protein.
So what he just said about meat being watered down version of protein is completely false, as we can see by these lists here. Now, if you look right here, you can see that these vegetables have only 2 grams of protein at most. Let's see on this list, 5 grams of protein at most for basically like half a cup and stuff. You'd be having to eat like pounds and pounds of vegetables to get enough protein, and it's physically impossible. So if you look at that and you compare it to meat, the protein in meat is higher for a much smaller amount, and it's so easy. It's just so simple. Like, just cook up some steak or all that or something, instead of taking all these vegetables, making all these different crazy recipes all day, using a blender and having to blend all this stuff and make some concoctions to mimic meat. So, he's really getting the watered down version of protein. He just doesn't realize it. And the thing is that this is all the veganism is all a lesson, and eventually I'm sure young Pharaoh will learn. He will learn that this diet is having a definite negative impact on him. His cholesterol's low. It's affecting his mood. All different kinds of symptoms are going on here, as we can see with this vegan deterioration. And I really would like to see how long he's going to continue on this and keep up with this diet, because it's very, very unhealthy and harmful.